Aloha guys, Chris here with TCG Metals, bringing you another deck profile. We're going to keep the spice rolling with some red, because red is not dead. And what better way to get spicy than with King Vegeta? And it is not the new one, it is the old one. This guy has a lot going against him, but has a lot going for him at the same time. You cannot include non-Saiyan battle cards in your deck, which is okay. There's a lot of good red Saiyans. Activate main, don't have to swing. You choose one card in your life, add it to your hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to one red or green Saiyan and or King Vegeta's Dynasty among them and add them to your hand. The only leader in the game that cannot awaken unless you have a card on the field, and that is King Vegeta's Dynasty. So the one weakness of this deck is if you don't see that, you're not awakening right away. But it's okay, because when you do, you get to draw a card, untap energy, flip them over. On the backside, activate main once per turn. You can sack a red or green Saiyan, draw a card, and he's a 20k double strike for the turn, or play one battle card in your hand with energy cost of 2 or less, with its skills negated, and then draw a card. So he turns a lot of your cards into just little cantrips. He is really good. Let's get into what makes him good. We will start off with the butter of the deck, this guy, Return of the King. This is the reboot one that came in the new set, or not the new set a while back. What it does, it's red-green, extra card. It is also treated as King Dynasty. As long as your opponent has 2 or more energy, your King Vegeta can awaken. So if you're going second, it's a turn 2 awaken, which is amazing. If your leader is a red King Vegeta card, when this card is placed in your battle area, you get to play a red or green Saiyan with 2 or less from your hand, play with skills negated, and then draw 2 cards. So you're drawing 3, untapping 1, big turn. But what makes this card even better is the same reason why Android 16 is really good. Activate battle once per turn. If your leader is a red King Vegeta card, you get to use a red-green multicolor battle card in your drop area as a combo. That is amazing. Puts a lot of value. It's cool because these are never dead, because you can always just play another one, draw 2, and play one. So it filters really well. Does a great job. So what other card? Now this card did come out in the new set. He is a 2-drop Saiyan, red or green. You get to play for free. He's a blocker. His auto unfortunately only works if your leader is green, which is very, very sad, missed potential. But regardless, he's a 16k blocker that you get to play for free and draw a card. And he's dual attack. So he is really good. Plus, you can charge him turn 1 because you only need 1 red or green energy for your Return of the King. So, we will now get into what makes this deck super amazing. You get to bring King Vegeta from the new set and the old set and combine them together, and what you get out of it are baby-making machines. This guy plays babies for free and draw a card, so these are cantrips. That is good, because you guys already know why these are good in the first place. They don't do anything. They're just 1-drops. But what they enable are for you to play this guy, Switching Gears, which this card was expensive for a while, and it's still an amazing card. It's just there was no reliable way to get these babies out. But with your leader and your field spell and all those other cards, you get to just play these for free every turn and then abuse these. And then the card that made me want to build this deck is the big boy, 5-drop Vegeta. He is ridiculous. Double strike, deflect, draw a card, evolve on one of these guys for 3 energy. Auto not once per turn, so you can do it as many times as you want. As long as he's in rest mode, when your opponent attacks or plays a battle card, you may choose that card and gets -10. So like, this is yellow's worst nightmare. This card stays on the field and it's just like, nope, 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 everything, it's gone. 25k double strike. And then when they get rid of them, you get to burn one of their life. So amazing, amazing defense. Really, really cool thing about this package, these guys have a little tag down here. It's Saiyan and Vegeta's lineage. What may you ask, cares about Vegeta's lineage? That is Let's move these out of the way. Build up the tense. We got King Vegeta, the insubordinate. Very insubordinate. He is a free arrival, which is amazing. Unique, so you're only going to play one, but it's okay because he has the swap mechanic. For 1 red energy, as long as your leader is a red sand card and you have 3 or more energy, you can just swap into a 3-drop Vegeta's Lineage for 1 energy. When he's played also, you do get to neg 5k on one of your opponent's battle cards for the turn, which is okay. It kind of adds a little bit of value. But it's really cool because if you don't see your babies, you can arrival this for free because your field spell is going to combo. And then you get and swap into one of these guys. And just get value. Keep value in your hand. It's pretty good. Really interesting chain. Really like it. The deck draws a ton and keeps a lot in your hand. So with that out of the way, we'll get into some more of the bread and butter. The thing about this deck is it's still kind of early on in development. There are some cards I do want to fit in here, but this is like build version 2, so I wanted to share it. We play 3 Violent Rays. Deck needs a lot of protection. Can't play Topo, so that is unfortunate, but that's okay. You do get to play King Vegeta's Imposing Presence, though, which is really good, because if you're at 3 or less life, you're kind of turning your opponent's turn off by just being like, alright, anything you play is negging 5 every time you swing. So it really helps. And 2 testing the op. Really good because since you can awaken early on, you might, if you sequence poorly or you're forced to, you'll awaken at 5 life, so you need these to kind of make sure you get down to 4 for your super combos. And then 1 Gigantic Meteor. Because you do neg a lot, this card just seems pretty good, especially offensively when you can swing with your Vegeta and then KO their blockers, you know, it's pretty good. Now, getting on to some of the more tech choices other than the super combo here. We've got Raditz, amazing super combo. It's the only really good red sand one, so gotta play it. Could play 2 of the Nappa, which I've thought about, but we'll get to that later. SS Vegeta, Exploding Weakness. Again, these are just techs that I'm trying out. This card I only play right now because of yellow, because they get big boards of blockers and you just gotta clear them. So, one of these guys for blue. It's interesting. I don't know. It does have another added effect, though. Activate main. If your leader is a red sand card and you place this card in its owner's drop area, play 1 mono red Vegeta's Lineage with an energy cost of 3 and 10,000 power from your deck. So, he does have actually added value, because you can tap him for 1 and play your 3-drop. Switching gears. It's, you know, it has a little bit of value, plus it helps with blue, because when they demagic you, you just want to be like, no, counter, counter. Counter, counter is the best keyword in the game, in my opinion. Secret Identity, he's a Saiyan. Board wipe, again, that's what you want. Now these are super tech. I'm probably going to cut these. I'm trying to find a Broly, Crown of Retribution, kind of like go that way, but play a couple Dark Brolys, because you can play this for free, right, with your leader. He has a 2-drop sand, and then evolve for 2, and just kind of like board wipe your opponent and have a 30k body. So he's okay right now, but if I can find better cards, him, the Exploding Weakness, and the Hidden Ambitions will probably go away. But the card that makes me love this deck so much more, which no one sees this card anymore, I don't know why it's out of focus, the SS3 Gohanks. Interdimensional Warrior. He is a 4 or 5-drop unison, depending on if you're trying to go for game. Dual attack blocker. When he's played, you board wipe your opponent. Everything ignoring barrier, 25k, gone. And then he's really good defensively, because when your opponent attacks with a battle card, you may choose it and give it minus 25k, but it's a +1. So he's kind of like Boonison in a way. He's really healthy, stays on the field really well, and you don't really have much other options. I am, again, working on trying to figure out the Broly package where you play the 6-drop and go into SS4, but we're working on it. So that is the deck. It is super fun, super spicy. It's not like super competitive, but it is good. It's really fun. I hope you guys give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful evening. Aloha.